We never went to the store to buy ingredients for that night's dinner, unless you count holidays like Easter and Christmas, and that's a completely different story that involved detailed planning, shopping lists, and coupons. We went instead to the pantry to see what there was there, and we made dinner with that. The pantry got filled each month on payday and was pretty much used up by the end of the month. This didn't change much when I became a single parent with a once a month paycheck. I could be pretty creative with canned vegetables and flour. How do you think pot pies were ever invented? Pie crust and whatever else remained in the cupboard or freezer at the end of the month. Crust can be made out of flour and butter at the beginning of the month and shortening at the end of the month. I don't have to do that now. A major grocery store is 5 minutes from my house, walking slowly. I don't deplete my checking account by the end of the month, and dinner can be anything. So how come I don't know what to cook or to eat anymore? Too many choices, I think. Too many options. I've decided to shop from my pantry each month and see if I can recreate the peace of mind I used to have around food. First, a pantry cleaning, out with any processed foods, particularly anything with added sugar, and in with healthy food staples. A big haul from the grocery store after the first of the month, and 4 envelopes with a modest amount of cash in my purse ready for fresh produce purchasing at the beginning of each week. Use what you have. I feel some peace right away. The what could I go to get to cook question is pre-answered. I can't. I discovered I really don't want to either. I love eliminating that discussion in my own head every day, that argument. I head to the pantry in the morning and find some ingredients to work with on my first day. And while I'm at it, the cooking, I make a large quantity of it and freeze it in individual containers. Question answered for 7 more days in the month. I don't have to go to the store for supper on those days. Today, I'm applying that use what you have idea to my art supplies, my large supply of art materials. Instead of thinking what I want to create today or what I need to go get in order to create it, I'm taking a jaunt around my own home studio and looking at what I need to use up. Thinking about creative ways to put what I already have to better use than sitting on my shelf forever. I have a little tackle box thing, or art box, full of inks. I've been carrying it around for years, unopened. When I do open it today, I'm flooded with memories from 35 years ago. Seriously. When I bought much of it and first learned to airbrush. There's way more to that story, too. A love story, a mixed-up story of triumph and failure, and a funeral for some of my artistic dreams at the time. I'm kind of afraid to look at it now. When I do, I feel like saying sorry to the inks, to myself. I'm pretty sure I'll find the jars all dried up, 35 years no less. And there are lots of little jars and bottles. When I do open them, I'm pleasantly surprised that much of them are just fine, and I start to play with a few drawings. I haven't completely gotten used to speaking into my camera for my YouTube videos, even though I've been plugging along trying to learn how to do that for quite a while now. I wonder if my subscribers to my channel would mind very much if I used what I already had to tell them stories instead of trying to think of new things to talk about every day or several times a week. Same challenge as about the food and using up my art supplies. What I have are little short stories that I write, maybe not whole stories, maybe just some rambling when I get up in the morning and have my coffee. Ray Bradbury said, "No one can write 52 bad short stories in a row." I decided a while back to try and prove him right or wrong by writing 52 stories in a row. Some of them so far are ridiculous. A couple have promise. But even without them ever morphing into short stories, they carry a deep desire of mine to tell a story, to say something, to speak up, to speak from my heart. So I decide I'll do that here, with my pantry, with my art supplies, and with my words. I'll use what I have this year instead of shopping for more. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
Trusting your instincts, realize that knowing looks different to each. When living authentic, do more exploring, deeper than knowing just what is essential for life that is thriving. Go deep, mute out the chatter, feel it, burn off the fire, let go until there's peace to your core. Live a life you adore. From the program, removing performance, true self, all that's standing. Live free from worry, live by just being. Power and finding your wholeness in now. Go deep, mute out the chatter. Live a life you adore. Till